Hello. Today is day 65. Today is day 65. That means we have 10 more days in this container, and that is amazing. Okay, today is day 65 of the 75-day Spirit Baby Devotional, and I am Jezreel. I am the Spirit Baby Auntie. I am an intuitively led doula, a sacred birth worker, a Spirit Baby medium, and a sacred sister. And I would like to hold this space for a message. So I have two oracle decks with me today, as well as my tarot deck. Now the tarot deck that I have today is the Muse Tarot deck, and the two oracle decks I have are, one is the African Goddess Rising, and the other is the Moon is a Mother Too. Well, the Moon is a Mother, not two, but I think that's a book by the author of this oracle deck. So off rip, on the bottom of this deck, just upright right now, is Joy, and it's a mama breastfeeding her baby. But I wanted to start this message off with a card from the Moon is a Mother. We are about maybe 7 days, 8 days from the full moon. And that has been coming to me today, like just thinking about the full moon and things that are illuminating, reaching that point in the moon phase, you know? So I would love to know what full moons mean to you. If you have a full moon ritual, what do you do? Okay. Okay, we have quite a few cards. Cool. There we go. Oh, the one that fell on my lap was the dark side of the moon. Okay, so I have the dark side of the moon. The next card is the Elders card. Milk and honey, a mama breastfeeding her baby. So breastfeeding is important here. And lastly, calabaza. I'm gonna go to that one first because I'm not familiar with what it means. I love the greenery so much, though, that she's surrounded in. So calabaza. Its faith in yourself is important. You and your body are capable of so much. Your body would not bear fruit. It didn't believe it was capable of carrying. Trust that you can birth this baby. The how does not matter. Additional meaning. Don't lose faith. Let yourself be filled with as many seeds of hope as those in the calabaza. I wonder if it's a watermelon. And I say that because these kind of look like watermelon leaves. And I was just eating watermelon downstairs. Now I'm so curious. Okay, I'm gonna stop this and go look it up. Okay, I looked it up. It's a pumpkin. It's like a squash. And yeah, I was eating a yellow watermelon, I'll say that. And I was looking at some squash seeds today. Pumpkins make me think of the fall season, autumn. Maybe I think the autumn moon last year might be significant to you. Maybe seeds that you were sowing around that moon are significant now. I think it was the harvest moon. Yeah, the harvest moon might be really significant. Now I'm gonna do the dark side of the moon. Oh, milk and honey is right here though. So it says milk and honey. Embrace the abundance of sweetness you're being given in this moment. Release any fear and anxiety that it isn't going to last or isn't real. If only for this moment. If you don't, you'll look back wishing you had enjoyed this time. So I pulled 2 cards earlier for myself, and they were the hummingbird card as well as the moon card. I pulled the moon card earlier as well as the hummingbird card in this deck. And the hummingbird card talked about just things being, sweet and nectar, like still receiving the sweetness out of things, even if there's a little bit of sadness attached to it. Or like witnessing other people embrace joy in their life, embrace new beginnings in their life while you're waiting for your blessing. And then also with this milk and honey and just breastfeeding in general, a lot has come up the last few days for me, and just with me remembering my pregnancy journey and my birth journey and my mothering journey. I breastfed for 6 months, 7 months. And then we began formula, I think, when my son was 8 months, because I still had a good enough stash left over. And I suppose I do miss that journey. I wish I had held on longer and really paused into that intimacy, because it was so much like just medicine in the intimacy of breastfeeding with your baby. And even now, like, my son is so much older, and I feel like we're so far apart now. Like, we're not, like, he's still a baby, but it's just really different. Whereas the connection between us, I didn't really have to think about, talk about. It just was like when I breastfed, and now there's moments when I'm in these channels where he comes in and he wants to come give me a hug, or he wants to give me a kiss, and be close to me. And it's making me think that I'm gonna miss these moments, because when he gets bigger, I might not get to receive his sweetness the way I do now. So that's a thought. Like, these older babies they're so special. And last night, me and my husband were just talking about talking to him and educating him and communicating with him in moments where I don't agree with the way he's acting, I guess, and not shaming him, because I don't intentionally want to shame him, but making sure there's still room for him to flow. But he's a boy, and there are moments when, because I'm in my own healing as a human, I realized how young I was when I had him and how much healing from everything I hadn't dealt with. There are moments where he notices me in my nakedness, and he says things about my body that make me uncomfortable. And it was just a moment of forgetting that he's my baby and only seeing him as a little boy. And it made me feel kind of sad. But I was also appreciative of my husband for holding that space for us, because it's really big. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the darker side of the moon, because it just feels aligned with what's next. So the darker side of the moon says, integrating your shadow self is essential to personal development and to parenting. It's time for shadow work. Take steps to process feelings related to guilt, shame, jealousy, or any other bad emotion. Additional meaning is, this card is a calling for you to reflect on difficult emotions about your pregnancy and be honest about them with yourself and your partner if they're present. And yeah, I think what I just mentioned is a layer of just humaning next to my son and finding new ways of intimacy with him as I continue to grow, because there's a certain level of closeness and proximity that parenting is that I've never experienced before, and it's almost like a shock to my nervous system, and it's a lot for me. And then my last card from this deck is the Elders card, and that's number 30. Connect with elders in your life for support and guidance. Look to them for wisdom when times feel difficult. Let them be the wind beneath your wings. Additional meaning is, this can be a call to work with your elders for protection, cleansing, or nurturing. Let those who have walked this earth and gained wisdom from it share their knowledge with you. Be open to receiving. And that goes for your passed on loved ones too. Like, obviously, sit at the feet of women that are so much older than you and be with them. You don't have to actually sit at their feet, but you can sit at their feet. I'm sure it's been a long time since they've had their feet washed, they've had their feet rubbed, they've had things done for them. And then also with your passed on loved ones, you'd be surprised with the messages they have for you. I'm getting this call to, before bed, to start setting the intention to receive messages from the elders that mean good for your soul and for your soul purpose, to meet you in the dream world and to give you a message that you need to process in your waking world. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one card from the tarot deck, and it's the Queen of Wands, and the bottom of the deck is the Empress. With the Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Inspiration, I hear all the time that that's the Witch of the Tarot deck, but you know, it's whatever you think. Whatever you feeling too. Joy. This word joy is right here. It says joy, courage, warmth, confidence, power, dynamic enthusiasm, a creatrix, engaging conversations, accepting all of yourself, a boisterous, bold, and powerful leader. The Queen of Inspiration, blah, 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 blah. The Queen of Inspiration reaches out over the horizon and she waves her hand, summoning an unseen force of intention and love. She is the embodiment of warmth, confidence, compassion, and determined joy. And she is seeking inspiration for the land below. Connecting with the ethers above, she downloads the keys to creation and she imbues the land with the belief in self-expression. This queen is a powerful messenger of connected creativity, and she wants you to know how accessible her creative force is. She asks you to hear the tones of creation with her. She plucks their strings one by one and tells you to move in the direction of desire, knowing that you can master this expressive attainment and success. Follow the sound of your inspiration and enthusiasm and explore the edges of your courage, your self-acceptance, and your leadership. Every time she arrives, the room is filled with the most impossible magic. And once again, believing in the power of dreams and in the warmth of infectious inspiration. And it looks like there's a full moon behind her. Okay, and lastly, from our African Goddess Rising Oracle deck, I always see this as a message directly from the elders and from the aunties, goddesses. And we have Nana Baluku, which is the Seasons card. It's the first card of this oracle deck. And this is the last thing I'm going to read, and we're going to get about it here. Roy T, let's see. Nana Baluku is the most high supreme being, primordial mother, grandmother of all the Orishas, and Dahomi's wise woman, herbalist and healer. You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Are you ready for a new beginning? You are in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is a time of major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. I am limitless is the goddess declaration on this card. And now it got me looking back at these cards. The moment right now is sweet. This is a very sweet moment, and it's really important for you to enjoy its sweetness, to enjoy learning from this moment, because tomorrow is coming, obviously. And there's so much you to learn from, to embrace, to bring with you. And on her shoulder in this milk and honey, there's a bee. A bee landed on me today. I just thought about it. I am feeling so good, so buzzy. Honor what lights you up. Honor what sets you ablaze. I was listening to a podcast today from a woman who's had 3 home births, 3 VBACs. And she experienced so many people that were just like, no, girl, you can't have no VBAC. Even like when she had already had VBAC, she had got pushed up against for pursuing her other VBACs. And it's like, trust you. Trust what you know to be your desires, to be what you see in your foresight, and believe in yourself. It's possible. It's limitless. And yeah, I saw so much about VBACs, and I've been getting so many signs that my spirit daughter is with me. And I take my time to talk to y'all babies. When I journal every day, I sit and I talk to them babies and I tell them thank you and to lead me in all that I do to keep me close to them and bring me closer to you and understanding what it is that you need from me and my channel with them, and witnessing you embrace your own individual channel with them. Yeah. So if you yourself are looking for a doula, you are in the Atlanta, East Point, South Fulton area. Hey, I'm Jazz, Riel, and you can book your discovery call in the description box below. My free ebook, Held While You Bloom, is available for you to get your own copy for the free. And lastly, join our Facebook community at the Spirit Baby Connect on Facebook. This is where all 75 days are going to live. Most are now YouTube links, but beforehand I was uploading them directly to Facebook. So that's where the whole this container lives at. I've been thinking about doing more containers that include more embodiment practices, but we gonna see. Okay, until next time, tomorrow on day 66.